Yoga slow flow. This is a vinyasa flow where we will increase our time in the postures. We will use the posture to find our breath. This is Yoga with Soda, certified registered yoga teacher, and we will start in a standing position, mountain pose. We will begin with a dynamic flow to warm the body. Toes are grounded, knuckles of toes and your heels. Feet are hip width distance, drawing your belly in slightly, rolling your shoulders back, slightly tucking your tailbone. Chin is level, chest is up. Inhale, taking your hands up toward the sky, sinking your hips back into that chair pose position, tucking your tailbone, not hollowing your back. Folding forward, bottom belly on top thigh, bending your knees as much as possible. Now squeezing your thigh muscles, sending your hips up toward the sky, just working into the backs of our legs. Now squatting back down, lifting your chest, palms turn up, pressing the weight into your toes and heels, palms touch as you rise. Hands down to that prayer position. Inhale, hands up in front of you. Again, sinking your hips back down into that chair pose, tucking your tailbone, drawing deep, sitting back. Folding forward, again, sending your tailbone higher, a little bit higher this time, working into the backs of your legs. Squatting back down, deep squat, chest lifts, palms turn as you stand. Palms touch, back to prayer. Inhale your hands up. Last time, sitting back down into that chair position. Tailbone is tucked. Drawing your belly in strongly. Weight in heels and toes evenly. Fold forward, fingertips touch. Sending your glutes high into the sky for that forward fold position. Legs as straight as you can get them now, working into the backs of your legs. Now rocking your knees out as much as possible, like you are marching. Now tucking your tailbone, lifting your chest, turning your palms up toward the sky. Eye gaze as high as you stand. Palms touch, prayer position. Inhale, exhale. 2 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale your hands up. We will forward fold all the way down toward the mat. Legs as straight as you can get them. Bending your knees, stepping back with your left, stepping back with your right into that plank position. Wrists are underneath shoulders. Heels are pressing back. Tailbone is tucked. Thigh muscles are squeezing. Kneecaps drawing away from your toes. We will move into a down dog, up dog flow. Sending your hips back, drawing your belly in for that down dog position. Heels stretching toward the ground. Knuckles pressing and heels of your palms pressed. Drawing your belly in, rolling forward, upper back rounds. Dropping your knees, toes flat to the floor or tops of feet. Drawing your belly in, shoulders back, eye gaze high. Tucking your chin, tucking your toes. From your belly, sending your hips back and up toward the sky. Inhale, exhale, rolling forward again. Kneecaps touch. Tops of feet flat to the floor. Pressing your hips forward, shoulders back. Tucking your tailbone, tucking your toes. From your belly, send your hips high to the sky. Pressing your chest back toward your toes. One more time. Inhale, drawing that belly in. Exhale, dropping your knees. Toes are flat, shoulders squeezing back. Eye gaze is high. Tucking your chin, tuck your toes. From your belly, sending your hips high, pushing back. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look up, bending your knees. Walk left and right all the way up. Inhale, drawing your hands up, palms touch, back into that prayer position. Now we will move into a 10 count for our slow flow. Inhale your hands up, Sending your hips back, we are moving to that awkward pose position where we're tucking our tailbone, not bending forward as much as we sink down into that chair-like position. Now stepping back with your right leg, tucking your tailbone as much as possible for that high lunge. Sinking that heel back, tucking your tailbone. Shoulders are back. 2. Continue to breathe. 3. Try to be comfortable in the posture, bending that knee as much as possible. 4. Finding balance. 5. 6. Continue to breathe, shoulders squeezing back. 7. Tucking that tailbone, getting that stretch in that quad muscle. 8. 9. 10. Folding forward, drawing your belly in, turning that back heel down, and stepping up about a foot, straightening that front leg. Inhale, hands to your hips as you lift. Inhale, your palms together, interlacing your fingers, releasing that pointer finger like a church steeple, and drawing your body forward, belly button is in as much as possible. Continuing to breathe. Inhale, exhale. Drawing your head as close to your knee as possible or bringing your knee towards your forehead. Inhale, exhale. 3, leveling your hips as much as possible. 4, pressing with that left leg, hip back. 5, arms are strong. 6, continuing to breathe. 7, bringing that right hip as forward as much as possible. 8, 9, drawing your belly in. And 10. Taking your hands toward the mat, bending that front knee. Now taking that hop back about a foot. Inhale, arms circle up. Exhale, turning your body, opening up into that warrior position. Pressing the outside edge of your toes into the mat. Front toes are pressed into the mat. Lifting up slightly so that you can tuck that tailbone. Dropping that knee back down. Knee stacked right over ankle. Back leg straight and strong. Shoulders are back. Now reaching your body far forward. Now moving your arms for that standing triangle position. Chest is lifted, eye gaze toward the sky. 2, 3, tucking that tailbone. 4, find the ease in your breath. 5, breathing comfortably. 6, 7, feet are grounded, drawing together. 8, 9, 10. Arms are out toward the sides, lifting that front leg. Cartwheel your arms down, turning that back heel up toward the sky. Stepping your feet together. Inhale, coming out. Standing, palms touch. Drawing your hands to that prayer position, back into that mountain pose. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. As we move to the other side, inhale. Exhale. Sending your hands straight up toward the sky. We are in that awkward pose position. We don't send our chest far forward. We send our knees forward, allowing our knees to draw over our toes. Tailbone is tucked. Back is as flat as possible. Upper back in line with lower back. Knees are drawing far apart. Stepping back with your left leg. Heel pressing backward. Tucking your tailbone. Squeezing shoulders back for that high lunge position. 2, sinking lower. 3, Tucking that tailbone. 4. Continue to breathe. 5, 6, 7. Drawing your chest a little bit higher. 8, 9. Continue to breathe. 10. Folding forward. Fingertips come toward the ground. Turning that heel down. Toes point toward the corner of the room. Now hopping that back foot up about a foot. Straightening that front leg as much as possible. Taking your hands toward your hips. Lifting your body up. Inhale your hands up, interlacing your fingers, creating that church steeple grip. Shoulders are back. Now fold forward. In that forward fold, wide-legged forward fold position, drawing your forehead towards your knee. 3, 4, working to level your hips as much as possible. 5, pressing with your right foot, sending that right hip back. 6, left hip comes forward. 7, arms are strong. 8, continuing to breathe, drawing your belly in. 9, 10. Bringing your fingertips toward the ground. Release, bringing your back to flat. Bending your front knee and stepping back. Creating that long pose again, or that warrior pose again. Inhale up. Palms up toward the sky, opening yourself up toward that opposite side, tucking your tailbone. Now this time, shoulders are squeezing back behind you, leg is as straight as possible, reaching far forward and moving your arms for that triangle pose position. Inhale, eye gaze high. 3, 4, continuing to breathe. 5, 6, 7, legs are strong, drawing together, continuing to breathe. 8, 9, shoulders away from ears. 10, inhale, back into that warrior. 2, cartwheel your hands down, back heel turns high, stepping up. Inhale up, stretching your arms up toward the sky, this time coming high onto your tiptoes, drawing your hands down, shoulder level. Now we will go into that awkward 3 pose, where we will move into a chair pose-like position, but balancing on our toes. Tailbone is tucked, knees are bent, dropping low. 2, breathe. 3, higher on your toes, the lower you sink. 4, back is flat. 5, hold on. 6, 7, finding your balance, continuing to breathe. 8, 9, almost there. 10, lift, heels sink, arms out to your side. Mountain pose position, 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Feet are grounded. Inhale, tucking your tailbone. Exhale. Shoulders are drawing back. Inhale, exhale. Now we will take our hands up toward the sky. Exhale, forward fold, fingertips toward our mat. Belly is tucking in. Stepping back with your left and your right to that plank position. Dropping your knees down toward your mat in that tabletop position. Tops of feet are flat to the floor. Up onto your knees as we will move into that camel pose position. Drawing your belly in. Pressing your hips forward, Hands on your hips as you press, supporting your low back. Right hand reaches toward your heels. Left hand stretches behind you as you press your hips forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand comes back to your hips. Right hand comes to your hips. Toes are together, knees and feet, as we sit back onto our heels. Inhale. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Breathing. 5. Hands onto your hips again, supporting your low back, pressing your hips forward, widening your knees hip width distance, tops of your feet flat to the floor, pressing your hips forward, chest is open, relaxing your head back, left hand drops toward your left heel, right hand stretches back behind you. Now, if you're not stretching in this position, keep your hands onto your hips. 2, 3, 4, pressing your hips forward. 5. Right hand back to your hips, lifting your chest forward. Left hand to your hips, bringing your knees and feet together, up onto your toes, sitting back onto your heels, resting your hands on your thighs for 5. Inhale. Exhale. 2, 3, focus on your breath. 4, 5. Inhale, pressing your hips up, walking your knees hip width distance. Hands onto your lower back, trying to get the heels of your palms onto your low back, pressing your hips forward, drawing your belly in, relaxing back behind you. Now reaching with your left hand and then your right hand back toward your heels as you continue to press your hips forward for that full camel pose position. 2, 3, continue to press your hips forward. 4, 5, hands to your hips, pressing your hips forward, bringing your body up. Taking your hands down toward your mat into that tabletop position. Toes together, pressing your hips back onto your heels, stretching your hands forward into that child's pose position. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Moving back into that tabletop position, widening your knees as much as possible. You can turn to where you are in a perpendicular position to your mat, widening your legs as much as possible for that frog position. If you don't have a frog practice, you can bring your toes together as you push back. The way you know is if the outsides of your feet, if they are flat and firmly placed on the ground, you are in that frog pose position. If your heels are slightly up, then bringing your toes together and still receiving that same inside stretch, just not as intense. Now, trying to keep our back as flat as possible, elbows are down, pressing your hips back. Inhale, exhale. Continue to breathe. Inhale, exhale. Relaxing the muscles of your body, the outsides of your glutes. Inhale. Your belly is firm, back is flat. Exhale. Resting onto your elbows. Inhale. Exhale. Continue to breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Toes into the mat. Bringing your knees and feet together. Sitting on toward your right side. Stretching your heels out as you come onto your back. Bending up your left leg. Taking your hands behind bending up your right leg. Taking your hands behind your right knee. And slightly pulling your leg in toward your body. Legs are as straight as possible. Or you can grab for your toes and relax back. Or if you have a strap, it is ideal. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bending your right knee, stretching it out. Left leg stretches up as straight as possible. Hand behind your knee and pulling that leg slightly in towards your body. Or with your peace fingers, grabbing your toes and relaxing back. Or having a strap. Tucking your tailbone. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bending your left leg, stretching it out. Lifting up your left knee, bringing it all the way over toward the right side as you twist. Stretching up your left hand, lowering it all the way down towards your left side, drawing your belly in for that floor spine twist. Inhale. Exhale. Eye gaze looking towards your left side. Inhale. Exhale. Release, untwist your body. Lifting up your right knee. Taking your left hand, drawing your right knee across your body. Right knee touches the ground as you twist. Stretching your right hand up toward the sky, drawing your belly in as it floats down towards your right side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Stretching out both legs. Allow your toes to flare out, relaxing your shoulders for that Shavasana position. Now you can stay here as long as you like, continuing to breathe. Thank you for practicing with me. Again, this is Yoga with Soda and our Yoga Slow Flow. And namaste.